guys, welcome back to the Bitter Betty podcast. And today we are going to go ahead and go down a little bit of the journey of Machine Gun Kelly, like we kind of promised in a previous video when he did his song with Jelly Roll. I know some about Machine Gun Kelly. I've listened to some of his music. Not really like a huge, like super fan or mega fan or anything like that, but I just am familiar with him. So I sampled a few songs that I actually haven't even heard yet, but I did sample them so that way you guys know. Little disclosure to them, it should be a complete raw reaction, no cuts. This is it. So we're gonna start with Machine Gun Kelly Habits, and this song when I sampled it was more of like a singing type of Machine Gun Kelly. So let's look at that first.
Okay, cool.
Complicated, frustrated, underestimated, can't sleep. Mind racing hard to stay concentrated. Foreign towns, missing home. Please don't forget about me. Tell the story, all the glory. Fuck what they say about me. Some days I feel so out of place with all these fake people in my face. I cannot relate. Sometimes I feel like I create and they just take everything I make, turn around and then hate. Maybe I was living off expectations, or I was born in the wrong generation. That's probably it. Meanwhile, I'm crushing weed overseas. Hopefully tonight we'll find more. Long days on tour, backstage getting boring, but step on stage and they roaring. I fell in love with a very bad habit, but I feel alive for the very first time. I don't wanna die, but I don't wanna hide or keep shit inside. I will not cry, so I deal how I deal with it. Deal with it. I am 13, I was clean and still counting. Save me from these daydreams about it. Under full moons, night swims and tattoos. I cannot stand these fucking rules. I've been sailing too long in cold water. Restrain me from these pills and more doctors, and erase me from this page and start over. I wanna start over. See, I fell in love with a very bad habit, but I was alive for the very first time. You said goodbye when I was trying to say something ain't right inside of me. I wanna run away. I want to run away, run away. I don't wanna stay. I don't wanna stay. I don't wanna stay here. I wish you could relate. I'd wish upon a star, fuck that, leave it up to fate. We are who we are, so don't judge me. Just cause it's hard to smile, read between thin white lines, see what's in my mind. I fell in love with a very bad habit, but I was alive for the very first time. You said goodbye when I was trying to say something ain't right inside of me.
So from my understanding, like I think he had a big issue with drugs, and like he was having like I don't remember the timeline for which all that started happening, but like the fame was coming and things were coming, and I know that he got into some drugs and like all of this stuff was like I think overwhelming at one time, and he got into some drugs and that was a thing. So
I wasn't really sure if the bad habit was like a double for like drugs or alcohol, but also fame. Fame can be a drug in itself a lot of the time, and especially when it comes at you out of nowhere, when everybody wants a piece of you. At first, it's like really cool, and then it's like you get addicted to that type of attention, and then when it starts to go away, you're like fiending for it, and that's when things can really spiral.
Right. And that's why I was like, I didn't know where the timeline from like this song to like where the heavy drugs came in. Like, I'm not sure where that timeline came in. But uh, overall, I thought it was an okay song.
Yeah.
I, I struggled a little bit with some of the auto tune, but
Mm-hmm.
because I'm real picky about how auto tune is presented.
Yeah.
But by no means do I think it was a horrible song. I definitely probably would re-listen to it because I liked it. Like I think I did like it like overall. Like I think I would listen to it. Like it could be like a on a playlist like in a background for like a party or whatever's going on. Like
Yeah.
I could vibe type of music. So overall, I thought it was a good song. That's my little review.
Yeah. The more and more I hear Machine Gun Kelly, the more and more I actually seem to really like him. And I really didn't think that was going to happen because I've always heard all the rumors, that everybody else has probably heard. But no, I'm glad
I don't know
I'm
any of
glad
the words.
I'm glad my mind opened up and like I was able to really just listen to him. He's very talented. The This song, no, I mean, I didn't hate it, not at all. The song, not his voice. Don't think I'm thinking about his voice, but the song kind of reminded me of Little Peep. The song, not the not.
Oh.
Have y'all ever heard
Hmm.
Little Peep?
I mean,
Mm-mm.
I would have to hear a song. Like I know a lot. I've heard a lot of songs. I don't always know who sings them.
Well,
That's me.
You know.
Little
So.
Peep died of a drug overdose, but and he didn't actually. I mean, he was on the verge of really making it, and then
Oh,
he
I see
died.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like
but
the subject of the song reminds
right.
you of his situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that and then there's some of his lyrics too. I mean, we would have to
Yeah.
go down that rabbit hole later because I think y'all would really love Little Peep.
Yeah. I would say this
Okay.
this song would have to be something I probably listened to a couple more times to determine if I really liked it or not. At first I wasn't. I think at first I was gonna say I really didn't like the chorus, but I think it was more the bridge. Like there was a little bit of a disconnect, and like I feel like just because the lyrics aren't super clear to me, I'd have to listen to it a couple times just to really gather
I do
what he's
agree,
trying to convey to me. But overall, I think he's a really talented dude.
and
Like
I
his rhyming is pretty good. It would like I just like when it comes to rap for it like to be really clear so I can hear the story of what you're trying to tell me. You know what
mhm.
I mean? If I have to think too hard about exactly what you're saying, if things are too vague, then I have trouble connecting sometimes. But there's some songs I have to listen to a couple of times before I like
Right.
sometimes I might listen to it and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I like this. And then the more I listen to him, like I end up really, really liking it. It just takes time sometimes. So but first one out the gate, I'm not completely disappointed at all.
Well, I agree
So
with
I'm
Carol
interested to
though.
see what he has.
I do agree with Carol though about the auto tune. Like, I'm not a huge fan of auto tune. It's okay if it's used right,
Yeah.
but like,
Definitely a time and a place.
it wasn't horrible. But it's just that I'm not a big fan of auto tune.
Right. Yep. That was definitely me. Okay. Well, that was our first one of a solo MGK. If you guys have any suggestions, you can drop those down in the comments, whether it be MGK or they're of like anybody else that you
Yeah.
might want us to check out. You are more than welcome to do that as well. We do read those comments. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. If you want to support the channel, we'll have those descriptions below as well. Until next time, everybody, peace out.